Oh, no way. Oh my god! No way! Oh my god!
What's up, everybody? It is Jesse. I am here, and I ask, as always, how goes it? Hella Greg.
I'm cool, man. I'm super fucking cool.
I'm super cool, dude. Oh, man. Well, listen, Greg, we're here to make an announcement to our long-standing listeners, our new listeners, anybody who's just popping in after a while. We got some changes on the horizon, wouldn't you say?
I would say, but change is not always a bad thing. Although I don't deal well with it, I'm sure everybody else will deal just fine with it.
Well, in case you haven't heard the story, if you've not caught up with it, if you haven't caught it in our conversations during episodes, Greg and I are no longer on the same side of the country.
We're not even on the same continent anymore.
Well, sure. Um, don't fact check us. Remember, like if you're using this show for research, don't. Uh, so I set up Serial Chillers East. You guys might even hear a little bit of the echo in the background. It is as we speak being put together. So we've got a West Coast and an East Coast location now. So a lot of things have changed for us in geography, but a lot of things have changed for us as well as the way the show is going to go moving forward. I will say, before we make any announcements, all of these changes are going to allow us to do the show with no more breaks. The idea with releasing a bi-weekly show, everybody, is going to not only allow us to increase the quality of those game show, long form, research done episodes, but it's going to allow us to do that without having these season breaks that we've gotten so used to, where it's a couple months between seasons and we're not really putting out anything fresh and new. Those should not happen as long as everything continues to go smoothly in our lives and in our recordings. And in between each week, you'll basically get Greg and I hopefully doing because we can't correct if we're just dumb and we don't catch it coming back the second time, but we'll be doing some corrections, some updates on the episode you guys had just heard the week before, as well as doing smaller stories and the things that we couldn't stretch out into a full episode in between. So you'll get those game shows every other week, and you'll get a Greg and I side episode in between each one of those.
Who doesn't love a little story on the side?
Yeah, a little Greg Jesse sandwich.
Mm-hmm.
Also, we've got some other ideas that I think we're going to go ahead and just keep in the chamber for now.
You don't get to
But it'll
know
be a
yet.
nice surprise. Yeah, exactly.
I don't even know yet.
It'll be a nice surprise for when we come back and we can start putting those ideas into motion, and you guys will get those. But just, it's an idea to keep those in between episodes fresh. And I know we used to do some, between the season murder breaks and some holiday specials and things like that. They were often not as downloaded as a regular episode. And we understand that. Like, the game show is what brings people here. It's what sets us apart. It's what makes us unique. But I promise to keep these middle episodes interesting. I think we're going to have a lot of fun with it. We've got Greg and I have been brainstorming, and the ideas are just going to keep coming out. And,
I'll be honest, there's
eventually we're
always
going to
kind of a
land on some
storm
good
in my
ones.
brain.
Yeah, exactly. So I think, I hope you guys still want to hang with us. I think the idea for me is that, getting to a bi-weekly episode gets you better quality episodes, but it also allows for us to not have to take 3 months off every 6 months to recuperate and to get shit back together again. How say you, Greg?
Yeah, I mean, I like the idea of being able to keep working on this because if I don't work on this, I just kind of waste away to nothing. Like I have to get back to my fighting weight before we start doing this again.
Brain atrophy.
Yeah, I told you earlier my brain atrophy.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
So
And you know, we had you guys fill out the survey, and we had a great response from that. It was probably 4 or 5 months ago now, and
Jesus, was it that long ago?
I think it was actually longer. If I'm being honest, I think it was like 6 months ago.
Time is just a construct.
Right. So we took you guys' opinions seriously, and I think we're going to probably bring back on a trial basis some listener stories, or not listener stories, I should say guest stories. We're going to continue on with Hella Greg taking over and hosting some episodes every handful or so.
Dude, and I have such a good one locked and loaded.
See that? Get excited, people.
Bro, I am so excited.
I just think
most of my outlines are like 12 to 14 pages. This shit's 26 and I'm not even done with it.
You guys hear that? Get fucking pumped. I think for us, it gives us time to do the show how we've always wanted to. I think we're finally coming up with some ideas and ways for us to do that. It's just too bad we're 2,700 miles apart when we're kind of falling into our best ideas yet. But I think that's like growing. You know, we've been doing this since 2017. With a little year and a half break in there too, but
it seems
I think
like
this allows us to
would be to like rent a studio in the middle of the country and just we both travel halfway every week.
We just both meet in like Plano, Texas.
I mean, I don't think anything about Texas is plain, but we could meet in Plano, Oregon, or Oklahoma. We could meet in Plano, wherever. One of those plain old square states.
I'm like very excited about things for the future. I will say, because she pretty much deserves a shout out on every episode. I've already got a Kelly G researched episode coming down for episode 1. I won't tell you guys what it is, but I will tell you that All-Star Research Assistant Kelly G sent me her outline. I've been adding to it as we go along. It's a great case, and I can't wait to get you guys a season premiere with it.
Just start.
And they're not even going to be really seasons anymore because we're taking breaks. Yeah, that's the idea. You know, we're going to get it rolling with that, and hopefully we can get some of the guests you guys loved for that episode too. And I think it's going to be a really fucking good time, man. I can't wait to see what the future holds for the show, and how you guys out there like the new format, and you know, as I hope you would continue to. Format. Right. Yes, every 2 weeks. So thank you guys for continuing to listen. Thanks for hanging with us through these breaks. Anything you'd like to say to these fine people, Greg?
No. Oh, no.
Okay.
No, I had something, but I forgot.
Very good, very good. So, as always, you guys, we appreciate everybody who's given on Patreon, and we appreciate anybody who would like to give on Patreon. You do patreon.com/Serial Chillers Podcast. You can give as little as $1 a month. I know that doesn't sound helpful, but if several people give $1 a month, it's very helpful for Greg and I.
Several dollars a month.
Yes, exactly. And if you're not into the monthly thing, if you go to serialchillerspod.com and you click on the right link that says donate to the cause, it's going to open up our link tree, and the top link is donate to the Serial Chillers. You can give a one-time donation there. If you're like, man, I'll throw $20, because I mean, guys, it's like a lot of the stuff we need mainly are like books and office supplies and note cards and markers, and they're not things you think about when it goes into a podcast, but like, yeah, drugs are cool too. Not gonna lie, I miss those. California, I need you. So the one-time donation, if that's something you guys are more along your speed, we appreciate that. Again, you guys, these are totally not things we expect of any of you, but we appreciate it if it's a show you enjoy and you've enjoyed with us for a long time.
Fund our trip to Plano, Texas weekly.
Yes. And remember, on the Patreon, I think if you give us what was it, $10,000 a month, we'll take you to Disneyland. So that's a little more travel for me now. Maybe you guys come out here and we go to Disney World.
Hey, why don't we
Who knows?
just get the $10,000 a month and then meet them in Six Flags over Texas?
I think that all of these plans are coming together nicely.
It's working. Oh, I did have something else.
Yes.
Lonelyfanswith2z's.com. It is a real website. I know there was some confusion about that. People asked if it was a real website.
Just type it in and just know that you're running the risk, but that's the kind of risk you got to take in life to find out if it's really worth it. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Lonelyfanswith2z's.com.
Lonelyfanswith2z's.com. It's not extortion. It's erotic.
So, patreon.com/serialchillerspodcast, serialchillerspod.com has every single place you could find us: YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Spotify, Apple, Google, all the good stuff. It even has some of my streaming information. My streams are going to start up again soon because Serial Chillers East is almost complete. Yeah, man, I think that I'm really excited to get back to it. The move across the country took a lot out of me, and I for sure went through some ups and downs, a lot of downs. Greg here has been very supportive and helpful, and like making the downs not so down a lot of the time.
That doesn't sound like me. I'm usually the kick you when you're down kind of guy.
Yeah, but go to serialchillerspod.com, guys. It's got all of the information. It's got all the good stuff. If you want stickers or things like that, go give to the Patreon. And if you want to call us or text us or
which we may be asking you to
about
do
a cool
soon
story.
Anyway.
Yes, that's what I'm kind of hinting at it. If you want to start getting some of your favorite stories in to the voicemail, we'd appreciate it. And I mean, any story. What do you want to talk about? Let's hear it. 1-805-666-2513. As always, that's us. 1-805-666-2513. Greg and I both have it on our phone, so when you text us or you call us, we're getting those.
You might get 2 responses from opposite sides of the country.
It's happened before. It has happened before.
Mine'll be 3 hours later than his, but
yeah, I'm in the future, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's made this conversation really tough. I've had to guess what you were gonna say.
I've probably been rambling a little bit. We're breaking the rust off as we announce this to you guys, but I'm really excited about what we're about to get up to. It's going to really, I think, streamline things for the way that you guys get to listen and hear quality episodes, and for Greg and I to be able to have the ability to have a guest cancel and it not completely fuck us over, or just need to take a week off for mental health and not put us behind. It's really going to be a great thing for the show and for you guys out there, and we appreciate all the support a lot. I know Greg does. I'll speak for him. He appreciates it a lot. Hi, I'm Greg, and I appreciate it a lot. There, I spoke for him.
It's nailed it, too. That's exactly what I sound like. Can't tell you how many times I've started off my sentences with, hi, I'm Greg.
Final thoughts. I'm signing us off if you don't have any.
Lonelyfanswith2z's.com. Go there if you want to see.
Well,
anybody remember meatspin.com?
Perfect. Thank you guys for checking in on us. That's the only reason you heard this. And we'll see you guys pretty soon. The new release date for season 7, this was the teaser all the way, we almost forgot to mention what the date is going to be Friday, October 6th. So October 6th, you will get the beginning of season 7, and we will have no more prolonged breaks if we can control it. I think we're going to be in a good place for that. So thanks, Greg, for getting on and hanging out and getting this put on the track. And after this, thank you for editing it and posting it.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, don't talk to strangers.
It's perfect. That works.